Alright, welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about one of the 4 events happening the April 21st weekend, 2 weeks from now. And this one is, of course, the Rakhimov versus Cordina fight, where Rakhimov will, of course, make his first defense of his title against the man who used to hold it. And no, he didn't beat him, so this isn't a rematch. No, Cordina was stripped of his belt because he done got a boo-boo on his hand, and they said, nope, you're not fit to be a champion. So, let's talk about it. Because this will be held in Great Britain, which means it will be held before the famous fight of Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, that mega fight. So it won't really, be clashing with it. So it's not like, oh, but I can't watch it because Garcia or Davis is on. Well, it's different times. So let's look at their records. Very, very nice record for. I am not going to attempt to pronounce his first name. I am very sorry. Rakhimov. 17-0 with 1 draw, 14 knockouts. And he won the bout by way of knockout against the man Zelfa Barrett, which was 28-0, undefeated fighter. But he was more of a mover, so styles make fights, He obviously won by knockout. And he took him out in the 9th round. Very nice. And of course he is fighting Joe Cordina with a record of 15 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. A very interesting thing, because when I saw it, I thought he had a higher KO percentage. When you look at it now, it's only 60%. So, because when you saw how he won his title by knocking out Kenichi Ogawa, which was the champion at the time, they were not fighting for a vacant belt, by knockout. Straight knockout. And he was 26-1-1. Right? And he literally got knocked out in, I would assume, the first round. BoxRec on mobile is not very reliable. No, he knocked him out in the second round with a vicious hit to the head. And of course, he will be fighting Rakhimov to regain his title, becoming a 2-time IBF Super Featherweight World Champion. So how do I think this is going to play out? Well, I think Cordina will regain his title by handing Rakhimov his first loss, which is a very interesting thing to say because, 60% KO ratio. I thought he had a higher one because of his last performance, obviously. No one can forget that. But why I'm saying that is he will knock him out, though. That's the thing. I'm saying he's going to stop him or knock him out. Why? Because in Rakhimov's last fight, obviously the one he fought for the title, he was hurt on multiple occasions and he was dropped with an uppercut. I think uppercuts are his weakness, but then again, name one fighter who specializes in blocking uppercuts. Not too many people. But Zelfa Barnett was 28-1 with 16 knockouts. He himself had a low knockout percentage too, a 60% knockout percentage. But then again, he had more fights, so not a lot. But he did manage to hurt him a lot of times. And then something happened. I think he hit him. I think Rakhimov hit him straight on the temple and then made this man get wobbly legs. But I do think Cordina will manage to find a way to knock him out. To be honest, although the Ogawa fight was an incredible knockout, I don't know if it says a lot about his ability. So Rakhimov can easily win the fight too. But no, I don't think so. I don't think he wins it. To be honest, he did fight December 2021 against a 4-4 fighter, which is, first of all, that's crazy. I'm real with you, that should not be a thing. And he won in the second round, which should be a thing, but it's crazy. Wait, hold on, this man lost to Joseph Diaz? Wait, what? Hold on. He had a draw with Joseph Diaz. That's crazy. I did not know that, but good to know. But yeah, that gives me more things to say that Rakhimov will lose by KO. And I say by uppercut. That's how he got hurt in the last fight, and he was hurt not pretty badly, but then again, what was his name? Barrett definitely could have taken advantage of it and took him out, but he didn't. I don't know if he just couldn't find a way to do it or he just took his foot off the gas, but at the end of the day, I got Cordina by way of knockout in the 8th round. Although it probably would look uglier than his last fight, he will, in fact, become a 2-time IBF World Champion, which then begs the question because the super featherweight division is actually pretty stacked. Because obviously they're fighting for the IBF World Champion. So you got Rakhimov and or Cordina, who wins. Obviously, if you choose Rakhimov, that's your opinion. And then you got the WBC Super Featherweight World Champion Shakir Foster, who won his bout between Vargas. And then you have the WBA bout. The WBA champ Hector Luis Garcia, which I think he will make. I think he will stay relatively the same, contrary to what I said before. But he did win his after beating Colbert and got a title shot and beat the champion. I think his name was Gutierrez. And then you got the WBO champion, the former WBO featherweight champion, Emmanuel Navarrete, which I could say confidently, any one of these, if they want to go the route of undisputed, could win. But they got to be careful. Cordina, if he wants to win his fights or rock him up, they should stay away from Navarrete or Valdez, depending if the Valdez-Navarrete fight, in fact, goes through in the future. And Navarrete would probably want to stay away from Garcia, while Garcia should probably stay away from Foster. And Foster, I don't know. I think he's just the most neutral. Actually, I think it would also probably be best if he doesn't go after Navarrete for his first unification bout. But the super featherweight division is actually pretty stacked with champions. Maybe not with contenders, but with champions. So we'll just see. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But anyways, that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And next video will of course be the April 22nd bout in the afternoon or in the morning or whatever day it is for you. Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, which for some reason has poor marketing. I mean, it's a really humongous fight and I don't see it promoted as much as it should be. Thurman versus Barrios was promoted more than this, but hey man, if you think it could sell itself, then that's on you, bro. But to be honest, $84, you might need to give me more reasons. But anyways, yeah, like I said, this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.